lot of different things are going on at the moment. Right now I'm getting ready to wash eggs. And also, simultaneously, I'm going to be taking some of our eggs. We already have some that are been set aside, and we've been rotating them out, keeping them at a 45-degree angle, blah, 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 blah. I've heard some people say that that really doesn't matter too much, and I'm willing to give it a shot. Because I guess getting the nurture right, cleaned out, and ready to go. Let's see. Yeah, so I have the eggs from the last week, and that's about as far as you want to go. Actually, it's a little less than a week. It's probably like 5 days. So I have them here, as you can see. Some of them are really dirty and some of them are not. But of course, you want to use the ones that are not as dirty for this process. Or if it's a little dust or dirt, you can just kind of wipe off. You can use that. I want to be able to document and know what chicks belong to what colored eggs. And so in doing some research, I found something called a process where they use egg bags. They're calling them egg bags, but they're really just like a produce bag, like so. And this stretches out, and you just put the eggs in, and then you can document which particular eggs you put in there and close it up. And then as they hatch, you have an opportunity, because they are all kept inside this container here, which this will go inside of this. I'll show you the setup in a little bit, but it will allow me an opportunity to say, hey, if someone says I want olive egger, okay, well, I have olive egger mixes, barnyard mixes, and Easter egger or Moran. We can kind of judge that based off the color of those eggs and the genetics that that chick will potentially carry as a rooster or a hen can be linked back to the color of these eggs. So it's also going to help me too if I wanted to say in the future get a pen of all olive eggers or all Easter eggers or all Moran mixes, so on and so forth. Eventually we will get more eggs that are specific breeds. Heritage breeds, I think, is one of the names that's used for that, and then we'll be able to offer that eventually as we continue our breeding program and be able to offer that to our community. I really want to be able to do it, but we're just not at the point where we can do it right now. But hopefully by spring of next year, we'll be in a better position to do that for you. About a million things have happened since I started this video, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get to these eggs eventually. All right, so I'm gonna try to use all of the greens and greenish blues that I can from this collection here. And no, they haven't been turned pointy side down, they haven't been rotated or anything like that. But again, they're also only about 5 days. This is how many baskets? 6 days worth of eggs here. So yeah, I think we'll be good. But again, I'm just experimenting with my own eggs, so there's no real loss here if it doesn't work out. So I'm gonna pick a dozen at least, and I'll be back. Okay, so here is our selection from today, and this is the batch that we've been holding on to for a minute. I feel like we might be past the date, honestly, on these. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna put all these into a bag just to see if there's any success. And then with these, I'm gonna separate them by their colors, I really wish I had more greens, man. Or what is this considered? Blue, green? I think that's it. I wish I had more, but I don't. And what happened is a lot of the ones that we did have were actually really dirty, and so I can't use them for this project. But let me get you flipped around so I can show you how these bags are going to work for us. Okay, so here are the bags. They look like little streamers, right? One end is completely secured. I kind of melted. And when you open it, it looks like this. Got a little wet. Yep, just like a produce bag is what it looks like. See? And what I'm gonna do, oh, and then here's the other part. So we have these poultry leg bands. It says it's a size 4. I actually thought for sure I ordered a small, so I'm not exactly sure how well these are gonna work, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a color for the bag, and then chicks that hatch in that bag will get that corresponding color for their leg. And then for me, I will document in my notes what color is for what color egg as well. So let's do in this bag this olive egger color. There's a bunch of those, so I'm gonna put those in. I think I would only, I love the speckles. I love the speckles. My hands were wet from washing some eggs too, so the ones that I didn't use from each basket, I just went ahead and put them to some water. I'm gonna come back and finish washing those. Slight variance in that olive egger color. I think I'm only gonna do like maybe 4 per bag. Let's see, that's darker. Let's go. Oh, that was the other thing. So the old wives' tale about the egg being pointy versus a rounded top. See the differences? Of course, one is bigger, but one is more pointy than the other as well. So supposedly, the more pointy, the more chances of it being a rooster, and the more rounded ones are your chances are increased for a hen. So for the most part, I stuck with eggs that were more round because y'all, we got enough roosters. And of the last hatch that we did, I really don't know if those are going, how many of those are going to be roosters versus hens. So jeez, okay. I'm gonna need a knife. It's crazy how certain things are so hard to get into when they're not even edible. Okay, we are done. We've got our bluish greens here, our chocolates or Morans here, olive eggers are here. These are the lighter ones, and I put 2 for the darker olives, and these are our pinks. And so we're gonna get I just got that cleaned out a little while ago. I'm gonna get it started, and we'll get these eggs loaded up in the morning. So I actually ended up starting these eggs that night on April 8th. I went ahead and got them into the incubator. The ones that you see in the bags are the freshest ones, and the ones that you see laying freely are the ones that were a tad bit older. I thought, why not give them a chance, you know? Let's just see. I mean, people are hatching out eggs from Walmart and Costco, so, you know, let's just see what happens. So what I decided to do, obviously with this many eggs, the egg turner is not going to be one of those things that we can use. So what I did was I marked the eggs with little lines, and I am turning them throughout the day. I just come over, turn them like you see me doing in this video, and then close it back up. I read in a forum that I am in about hatching chickens that keeping the humidity high in the incubation phase can contribute to there being a larger size chick being hatched. And so I'm pushing to keep the humidity between 75 and 85. If it goes above 90, the nurture right will give you a warning, at which time you'll need to open up the little vent to release some of the humidity or decrease the water content. I've only done that twice, and it was in the beginning. I didn't realize what was going on. The family didn't either, and it was kind of hectic for a second. Today is April 20th, so we are 12 days into this hatch. I have not yet had the time to candle any of these eggs to see if there's any development. I think I'm just gonna wait and just see what happens at that day 21 and see how we do. So I will bring you guys back as we start to get some pipping and some hatching action, and we'll actually count and see where we are as far as how many eggs we put in, how many hatched, how many are healthy, so on and so forth. Thanks for watching our little experiment. Be sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next video. Grow big from home.